I'm recording.
Oh, that was a little too close. Alright.
There you go. One more.
My dad's always been kind of like a hero to me. As much of a cliche that is to say, he is. Growing up, out of all my family, he showed me what heroes are like. He showed me all the comics he used to collect and tell me stories about the figures he'd shoot in the backyard with his brother. He had some in boxes that would collect dust, and I always wanted to play with, but I knew the importance to him. Walking through the comic shops in Bellingham, I remember him pulling out certain issues of Batman and Wolverine. He talked about the issues of Batman he used to collect and how much he loved the Old Man Wolverine story. I remember going to see that film in theaters when it came out. Throughout much of my life, we bonded over movies like that. He and my mom would always take me to the opening night of all the big blockbusters. Marvel was my favorite. DC always seemed a bit dark for my taste, but as I grew up, I started to appreciate it more, especially with the latest Batman. The aspect of him being a detective was something my dad would mention, and I had trouble seeing much of, as I never really read the comics much. Finally seeing it 4 rows away from the screen helped me understand much of what he meant. Solving a trail of clues and giving a new perspective. An aspect of intelligence not unlike my dad. My dad's really smart, and I appreciate that a lot about him. I always loved Spider-Man the most. I remember having the 2001 version on DVD. It was always at the ready. At home, at my aunt and uncle's house, and bonding over it with my cousin. Something about the spectacle that, even now, I still fall in love with. As the years passed, we'd find ourselves going to nearly every opening night together. Trips to the Bells Fair turned into Regal Cinema. It was always something we tried to do together. It was something we'd all enjoy doing, and there was always aspects to enjoy about it, each and every one. I'd get the red and blue slushy mixed. My mom loves snow caps, and my dad loves the buttered popcorn. Recently, the Across the Spider-Verse movie was released in the United States. This is the first Spider-Man movie I haven't seen with my parents, and weirdly melancholy as it sounds, that's okay. The movie itself was fantastic. It made me reflect on why I love the character, the core values and motivation of each and every Spider-Person. A topic heavily touched on in this film with trees planted in the 2018 release of Into the Spider-Verse. Of course, the great power, great responsibility is a key component, though that isn't the one I've seen the most in my life. Often I've seen resilience, the ability for Spider-Man to get up no matter what. I've seen with each passing season in my father. He's strong, and he never gives up. When I feel at my lowest, I tend to think of that. Through all the paths faced with metaphorical boulders, he hasn't let it push him down, even when I know he probably wanted to. I respect the hell out of him for it. The more I write, the more I have to say. To summarize all the words I have to say on how great my dad is, but just count all the words not yet discovered. Growing up, I've often had trouble articulating the words in my head, mostly for a lack of confidence in who I am. As I search for myself, still with the passage of time, I'm finding a lot of my best traits I have, and I'm learning to love in myself, or given by my parents, with kindness, resilience, passion, aptitude, forgiveness, and a mind as open as a heart. Traits some can learn from heroes in comics. I've just been lucky enough to be shown by a different hero, whose comics still running and getting new writers and illustrators. The nerd who helped me become a nerd as well. My dad. A man I'm proud to call my hero. Hey Dad, I'm proud of you.